Hello and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Monday, July 1st, 2024 by Gaia Blooming. I'm Mimi and our energy mantra for today is I value my nurturing needs. Rabbit, rabbit, rabbit. Happy July. I just did my patron video for the month ahead. While July may have its spiky moments, hopefully if we're tending to ourselves, taking care of ourselves, nurturing ourselves, it's not the craziest month, okay? So that's good. That being said, let's dig into today's energy and just a little brief look at the week ahead. This week ahead does have a few things. We have Neptune going retrograde tomorrow on Tuesday, and we also have Mercury moving out of the sign of Cancer tomorrow into Leo. Both of those things are happening in the morning, and I will address them in tomorrow's scope, maybe a little bit in today's. We also have a new moon in Cancer coming in on the 5th. On Friday the 5th. And so the new moon's always a beautiful opportunity to plant seeds. We really want to nurture and nourish our seeds that we've planted, our intentions, what we're wanting to manifest, and I don't know, kind of luxuriate, there we go, in those energies. So today, like I said, we're going to have Mercury winding up its process in the sign of Cancer, moving from 28 degrees into that 29th degree. Sometimes this can bring along some Mercury shenanigans, but it really pushes those Cancer lessons. Where do you need to nurture your mind? Where can you lend your mind to nurturing yourself? Now that's definitely interesting as I look at today's astro energies. We have the moon in Taurus, and the moon in Taurus plus Cancer energy can definitely keep our energy more on the lower side, which is not bad. I don't mean low bad energy. It just means like wanting to chill a little bit, right? Especially because we have the moon and Mars connecting morning, mid-afternoon, depending where or afternoon, depending where you live, mid-afternoon for some. With that connection, Moon and Mars is always interesting. Moon and Mars can bring some frustrations. The moon is our emotions and Mars is our reaction. And so I often say Moon and Mars together can bring temper tantrums. Now, Taurus is a little lower usually on the temper tantrum sign, but every sign can have its tantrums, and every sign is entitled to the occasional tantrum. If you are not feeling good, valued, aligned, or nurtured, you may find yourself on that temper tantrum energy. I encourage you to take this action, this Mars energy, and align it with nurturing yourself, especially as we have Venus and the moon connecting just a little bit later. Venus in Cancer connecting to the moon in Taurus, which is like what I feel so often when we have those temper tantrums, what needs of your own are not being met. That's what I always find. When I feel temper tantrumy, I have needs that are not being met, and usually it's by myself. I'm not feeding myself or getting enough rest or breathing deep enough or whatever. So watch for that and see how you can show up for yourself, show up for your inner child. Maybe your inner child is the one throwing the tantrum because, again, you're not listening to your needs, and your inner child's like, I'm going to show you what you need to do because you're not listening. Speaking of responsibility, maybe even a little bit of that lazy catness, we do have the moon and Saturn connecting later in the day. So moon, again, in Taurus, connecting to Saturn in Pisces. Taurus and Pisces together is my lazy cat recipe. And a lot of times it's because we need to tune out from around here and tune in to ourselves and to the universe. So that might even be the nurturing need. If you're finding yourself feeling frustrated, you haven't tuned in, and you need that tune in time to listen. And one of the cards I have is the inner voice. So making that time today to connect in, listen to the universe, whether it's a walk outside, some meditation inside, we all have different ways of connecting, and that's wonderful. But make sure that you make the time to do that. Today is one of those, what is it? I can't think of what it's called, but it's like those choose your own adventure books, you know, like, are you going to show up for yourself? Are you going to nurture yourself? If you find yourself feeling the bad moods coming on, can you show up for you and attend to your needs? We do have the transformation card at play today. If you're going down that line, today has that power, or you are empowered to transform whatever this energy is, to listen and show up for yourself and your inner child. I also have the Lovers card today. So there's a beautiful opportunity for you to show yourself so much love in these energies. If you're listening, if you're feeling, that's part of what feelings are for, to like indicate like, hey, something's not aligned here, whether it's your mind or your thoughts or just how you're showing up for yourself. This is an opportunity to shift and move that path. And I think that's part of that Moon-Mars connection. Like, you get to choose. You can empower what you're valuing and how you're showing up. Now, like I said, Neptune on the precipice of going retrograde. We'll talk about that in tomorrow's. Might bring some psychic shenanigans, but more likely those psychic shenanigans are coming in with the actual retrograde process. But Mercury moving to that 29th degree, the Cancer feels, the Cancer stories are going to start spiking as we move towards the end of the day. So watch for that. And again, see if these stories are supportive. What kind of information are these stories telling you? Is it true? Whatever these stories are telling you, is it true? Work with this Cancer energy and work with your mind, nurture your mind to help support yourself in and through this energy. That's going to help you when Mercury in Leo comes in and we have the inner child beginning to also feed into the stories. Like, figure it out here, because here it comes on in, and that energy can be, if it's not from the heart, it definitely can be very interesting. That actually was the song when I was looking at this astro. I don't listen to this band. What is this band called? I can't even think of it right now. But they have a song, Closer to the Heart, that started playing in my head when I was looking at this astro, when I was looking at this week ahead and looking at the month ahead for my patron group. Closer to the Heart. What is that band? I can't believe I can't think of it right now. Whatever. You probably know what the band is. So see if you can lean closer to the heart. Start nurturing that energy, because that's going to support you so much in this. So, gonna leave that here for today. Happy Monday. Like I said, happy July. Rabbit. You can book a reading with me. Email me, mimiclark@gmail.com. And the better it gets, the better it gets. There's more than enough love in the world for you. You have the power. And remember who you are, for you are the solution. Namaste.